knowledge on SAP R3?
It's minimal. I've studied and I've done some hands-on on a friend's server, but I haven't really had any formal training per se. But I'm familiar with the concept and I know the basic elements, doing info objects, VS circle keys, etc.
Okay, so you did BW or you did BI?
VW.
Oh, that's the old version. Now it is BI. BI started in the late 90s, and then slowly it moves. After 2000, what happens is 3.5, 4.0 was there. Now latest after 2010, it is 7.0, 7.1, 7.2, 7.3.
Okay.
So now the thing is, we cannot just wipe out things, from the companies. There's still the companies who are running BW. So there are patches or there are new licenses which can be downloaded from SAP site or which can be upgraded and turned into BI. Let me in BW there is OSD, now in BI there is DSOs. Okay, but a lot of things have been changed in BI with respect to reporting. And we will see what exactly we will be covering in BI, BW BI. And I'll show you the agenda as well as what exactly we'll be doing, and the course contents also I will share with you. And what exactly the BI I will explain you.
Okay.
Reporting comparisons, we will do BI BW overview. We will see BW BI landscape and architecture. What is BI reporting tools, business contents, BI website, human resource and discussions. So in overview, what happens is we will be having DSOs, we will have info cubes, we will have metadata, we will have info sets, lot of things we will have. And we will see what exactly these will do and why do we need it and what is the purpose of it and whether it will help us in our daily business processes or not. That is the important thing we have to select before going into it. As the BWBI landscape and architecture is concerned, what exactly, I mean, like, how do you visualize this one? Can you explain me?
How do I visualize?
Yeah.
I couldn't. I heard how do I visualize? I couldn't hear what you exactly said. No, what was your question?
If you visualize, let me show you my screen again.
Okay.
I will show you here how exactly here probably I will have. See, these are architecture. Okay, you can see my screen here. What happens is, now here we can see only BW here, R3 here like this one. But in real time what happens is, this one we take it here, and I'm just trying to explain you how exactly it looks like.
Okay.
And what are the things these things can be. Forget about that. Yeah. see what happens here is this is your consider your the system business warehouse, okay, BWBI, and this is basically a server, okay. Now what will happen is to get these we can connect all these from RFCs. We can have connections where you can have connecting all these things to your BW server. What exactly means is okay. Now here you can have a flat file. Flat file in the sense you can have from Excel sheet or any other form of format, right? Then you can have your supply chain management here. You can have your ECC system here, which is a module. I'm taking FI finance. I'm taking sales and distribution module. Where we will have all the transactional data. Okay, if we will have key figures. You can have sales revenue. You can have forecasting. A lot of things will be there, and you have a CRM system also. So now, what exactly we use for BI? BI is only useful for your reporting, right? Use it to have reporting and analysis. So we want to do that. What kind of analytical report we can generate, or what kind of report we will have using all these resources. It can be business scenario. You can have your supply chain management. You can have your ECC systems, or you can have your CRM system, or you can have your flat file system. Here, that is in landscape I'm telling about. Reporting tools, we will have different tools, and like we can have what kind of tools we will be using it. Whether it can be like a cube you are using, or you are using a DSO, business content. And previously it was on the BI website. What happens is previously we used to have called workbooks. We used to have workbooks. Now that is in old companies, still they are using workbooks. But what happens is there will be some inconsistencies, or to load the data, to load a workbook, because what happens in the workbook means, suppose if you are updating certain things, if you are adding new and setting it, so it will overwrite. It will not overlap, actually overwrite on it, and what happens is it will be added. Suppose if there is 400 records, and if you are adding another 200, so it will read 400 plus first and then added 200, so it will be 600. So that time consumes there. And then what happens is when you try to fetch that particular report from a workbook and put it into a cube, or you want to see it from your reporting tool, then what happens is time will be very, very less, and it will be taking lot of space on your BI server also. So still some people, if it is a small organization, then you can use it. Otherwise, now there is web enabled WAD came into the picture. So you can have different web portals, or where you can see your reporting tools. From R3 point of view, what is R3?
Are you asking me?
R3 is nothing but your ECC system. That is your SAP system. Okay. So reporting comparisons, what we can do is, see, the thing is you can have standard reports from SAP system also. But why do we need BI? When I can have multiple about 500 different types of reports, I can take it from ECC system. Then why should I need BI? See, the reason for this one is in R3 system it has line item analysis only. But in BI we can have relational and multi-dimensional analysis. Now the thing is, delivered it reports It will deliver the report in R3. It will deliver report in your business content also. This is your BI. Then you will have basic reporting or predefined required that programming. Here ad hoc or predefined can be designed by user only in BI. The reason is ad hoc means again we will be as I showed you here that we will be linking this system. This is ad hoc. Okay, and you can design. The end user can design. No need of any programming or any kind of thing. But suppose if we need a specific report, if it is not standard, let me tell you. Suppose we are talking about Johnson and Johnson, and you are the CEO of Johnson and Johnson. Would you like to see? Suppose I am talking about Los Angeles area, and I would like to see in Los Angeles on the East Los Angeles or West Los Angeles. I want to see how much sales I will be doing on every weekly basis. So, would you be interested in seeing a detailed report? No. Why? Because there will be thousands of stores, there will be thousands of products. So, you are not interested in line item analysis. You are just relational, multidirectional. You just want an analytical, or you just want a consolidated report on you. That's it. Consolidated figure. So, with a click of a button, what we can do is we can take it all these reports from R3 system into BI, and we can design in such a way that you can just select West Los Angeles and you can just click and you can see the figure of your weekly sales. That depends, and you can forecast it also. Later we will discuss about how we do forecasting and how we can have a forecasting kind of report where we can see into BI system.
Okay.
And in R3 it consumes resources from transaction processing, and in BI it is significantly faster processing. See, the thing is, in reporting in R3 system, what happens is whatever the transaction processing takes place means that consumes resource from transaction processing, means I have to input the data and it has to process, means see there is a link between, suppose if I am selling creating a sales order, I have to do a sales order, I have to do a delivery, I have to do a billing, I have to post it. Then only after posting it will reflect into FI module. Okay, and after posting into FI module on the incoming payment, it will be cleared. So these are transactions processing, and when you are selling something, it will be going out of your stock. Okay, so it is reflecting to material management. It will be reflecting to your warehouses. So these things takes place in R3 system or ECC system or SAP system we call it. So we refer that system as R3. So when I am saying R3, it means we are talking about SAP system. So these things reflect, and it is taking time to come into cache, to come into process, because there will be guidance running behind it, background job. Okay. So what happens is it will be time consuming. Suppose if you want to take a report, it will not generate as fast as possible. It will take at least 2 to 4 hours. It can take up to 6 hours. It can, if it is your big, it can be a big business scenario, then it will take 24 hours also. So to avoid those certain things, we use BI, which is significantly faster processing than R3. And in R3, what happens is we can take on the real-time analysis, whereas in BI we can have according to update schedules and historical analysis also we can take, current as well as historical. So we can take out old history, means 1 year history, 2 years history, because what happens in real time, we are talking about we will close that particular fiscal year, right? So that is historical will not be there. It will be there, but I have to open again I have to go into the fiscal year. I have to open all those tables. I have to open those periods, and then only able to take the report from R3. But whereas in BI, historical analysis is possible because everything we will be putting into info cube or DSO. Okay. Now, and in R3 we will have only function specific. Function is specific. Whereas BI you will have cross functional. Means if I am talking about here function sales and distribution, if I am talking about only ECC R3 R3. So here I am talking about sales and distribution only. Suppose if you are a manager, if you are a director of any company, and if you want to see a report, I will be able to show you on the sales and distribution report. And if you want some accounting report, financial report, I will not be able to show you. If you want HR report, or if you want material report, if you want production report, if you want any sales generated report, if you want a sales cost report, I will not be able to show, because this is only a functional specific. Whereas this one is cross functional. Cross functional means we can fetch all these tables we can pull all the information from every module or every R3 functions and display here in this one. That is the reason we use cross functions into BI. This is the overview of the business information warehouse BW SAP architecture solution for data warehousing. It has seamless integration with R3. It has built-in functionality and substantially reduced data warehousing design, development, maintenance. Because here you don't need certain programming. You don't need an adapter. What happens is you can have just multi-directional, or you can have. I will explain you in certain classes and when we start what exactly the DSO is, what is info view, what are the things, and I will show you today a screen. I mean, let's see what exactly how it looks like. And what happens is BIBW is a separate system from RP system, that is transaction processing system. See, when we talk about BIBW, you visualize in your mind that we are talking about different servers. Different servers with different box. Okay, so that is totally different. It can be anywhere. When I am talking about R3, it will be a different server. Different people will be using, different users will be using on it. It can be finance, it can be HR, it can be MM, it can be SD, it can be plant maintenance, it can be quality management, it can be anything, product planning and production, it can be basis. A lot of people will be working on it. In BI, only BI consultants will be working who will be taking reports. And being an end user, you will not know what kind of transactions are using, what kind of tables will be using. So in our training, that's why I asked you how good are you with the functional side of R3, any specific module or anything. But if you are not, also no issues, because our training is such. I will open my course contents and show you what exactly we will be covering in our this month. See, general introduction to SAP and ERP. Enterprise data warehousing, introduction to data warehousing, I will show you. Then we will take you to star schema and extended star schema, what exactly these are and how this one. And because here we will have info cubes and DSOs, we will be doing master data, attributes, tags, hierarchies, naming conventions, and what is OLAP and what is OLTP. And this is nothing but online analytical processing and online transaction processing. And OLAP concepts with difference between OLAP and OLTP. We will be doing data modeling here, which will have info objects, type of info sub objects, characteristics, key figures, time and unit. I will be explaining you all these ones with definitions, as well as I will be giving you PDF files. I will be showing you how to create info cubes, in real time and remote also. Means how you will be doing it remotely, how you will be doing in at one place also in real time. Designing of input schema concepts, you have to take some precautions there. DSOs, types, standards, and real time info sets. Info queue versus DSOs. These are the things which are very important. And BI contents, how we will be extracting extraction of SAP source system, and how we will install BI content there. Definition of transformation, creating transformation scenarios. We will be doing defining the data flow, creating data transfers also, as well as extractions. Means how we will extract. See, when I am telling about extractions like business extractions from COPA or anything, these are nothing but some different modules. So suppose if I have to tell that I need to take my sales orders report. So to be a BI consultant, at least you should know which particular table I need to go. Suppose if I'm telling you to go and take from R3 system. So you should know which table I need to go, because these are totally SAP system is based on tables only, right? A table is a place where we store. Suppose on your desktop or on your laptop, what you do is you obviously will always save somewhere, right? So you basically the same way we will be saving somewhere. Suppose it, see, the thing is, things are huge in SAP system. So every table will be there. How to see tables and what kind of tables will be there. Suppose if I say VBAK table, this is nothing but your sales document header table. And what is the shipping table? What is delivery tables? If I ask you, or what is BSEC? What is BSEC? So you should know some important tables from FI system, MM system, and SD system, like this, sales and distribution, materials management, FI. So I will not be, we are not giving only you training on BI only. I will be showing you the SAP system also, as well as I will be showing you all the tables. I will be giving you all the transaction codes. I will be giving you all the transaction codes of BI, as well as R3 system. Okay? Suppose if you don't go as implementation project, if you go at least, I recommend you to go as a associate consultant or as a support consultant. So you should know which table we have to look into. Because suppose if there is material master and you need to see some problems there, so you should know that MARA table I need to go, MKPF table I need to go. If it is project system, MKPF, MARA, VPAK, ESEG, ESEK. So these are three. I am talking about FICO, SD, MM, PS, 4 different modules. So these, this kind of command you should have. That okay. So Anna, to be honest, you don't have to remember 100 tables. You just have to know some important tables. So we will be training you in depth, as well as we will be training you in real time. Okay. So you should know that what exactly you will be learning and what do you expect from your client. And if you fit on a system, what exactly you need to do and your role will be. So the way I train is I will explain you the system, as well as I will explain you in general term that what will be your role, what you expect from your client, what expectation an end user will have from you, and what kind of support system. I mean, like when you will be sitting on a system, what kind of support, what kind of tickets, what kind of questions you will be expected. So these are the things makes difference in training and understanding the business process.
Okay. Will we be doing any, I guess, projects that simulate real time? So say if a client were to need a particular report from the SD model, will we kind of go step by step on how to locate?
Of course we will be doing. We are not going ABCD. We are not creating XYZ. Nothing. We are creating names, products, locations, all kind of these things. I mean, like something which is real time.
Okay.
We are not uploading 1 2 3 4 or ABCD and XYZ, or we are not giving location ABC XYZ. No, not like this. We are not creating a company. We are not talking about SHK or ANA incorporation or anything, because I have seen all this in in IDES systems. People will be, but at the bottom line is you will not be able to understand. So we will talk about real time kind of things, and we will be doing from flat files. We will upload from a flat file, because that is a real time scenario, as well as we will pull from one of the table in SAP SD or SAP FICO or any other module. So have you seen this GUI, this front end on your system?
Yes, I have.
Okay, I have this ECC system as well as SPM. This is my company's this one. Let me show you what exactly how these systems will look like. This is my APO system actually, but I will show you here how it looks like your modeling of workbench.
Okay.
See, these are cubes. So we will be working on info providers, info objects like this. Okay, these are the places where we will be working and we will be creating all these things. So this is, I am just showing you how exactly it looks like, but this is just a sample model in our APO advanced planning and optimizer. This is a different server basically. So if you are a BI consultant and if you know APO also later on, I mean like that, so you have to be a master. I mean like, since I have 9 plus years of experience, I'm working on SAP SD R3 side, FICO, then I'll be working on BI side as well as APO. I'm DP and SNP consultant. So we will be using 3 different systems. I mean like R3, BI and this one. So this one is attached to my BI system is attached to my R3 system, sorry, APO system, in the same fashion like this one. So when suppose if I am BI here, there is another system from here, you can call it APO.
Okay.
Okay, think that this is another system, and it is attached here again. Let me have this one. And this is vice versa. So we can pull from APO to BI or from BI to APO also. Now what is the reason I don't see? The thing is, again, if it is APO system, it will be attached from here also, from SAP SD also. But I don't want to extract the data from SAP SD. Why? Because it is time consuming. It will be just functional module. But if I just pull one of the sales records and put it in my cube, it will be very easy for me to pull, because it is time consuming as well as fast processing, and I will have the historical data here also. So that is the reason we may connect this one, because for easy things I can play from here, I can do forecasting and I can push back all my forecasting into SAP module. That is the reason only connections will be given, otherwise none.
Okay.
So since you are working on BI, you just concentrate here on BI, and you need to learn only what exactly we will be doing from FI, SD, CRM or any other module or flat file.
Okay.
You just concentrate on that. in flat file. So we will be doing all real-time kind of practices. So you will get this access for this data warehousing, I mean like BI system, and you can have your username, password, and you will be doing it. And we will not directly jump into creating of these ones, since you should know what is OLTP, OLAP, and you should know what areas we will be creating, and what types of characteristics key figures will be, and I will give you an overall view of integration with the ERP. What are the transition ports we need to go, and what exactly the institute is, what DSO is. All the definitions first you should understand.
Right.
So these things, when you, I mean like this is the basic thing you should know, a foundation. And if your foundation is strong, then slowly you'll be able to learn. I mean like directly if I jump and start creating here, my way of teaching is different. What I will do is, first you will be watching my screen, and I will be the one who will creating, and we will do recording here. So that makes you understand and ask question how we will be creating, why do we will be creating, and you can see and make a note, and it will be recorded also. So the thing is, next time I want you to practice the same thing. Suppose if I am creating Johnson and Johnson or any sales report, I want you to create some other different report with a different name, same steps. I want you to use it. So that makes you help. I mean like, and if you practice 3-4 times, yeah, that makes a difference. That yes, you will be able to understand and do some transactions here, right? So
right.
That kind of thing. So if you generate one report, means a small report. We are not doing a very big report on a very initial stages. We will just have a very small report. So that makes you understanding that 5 or 6 rows and columns. Yes, I'll be able to upload, and these are the things. Same way, if it is you are uploading a small file, then same is a procedure. Then you can upload a very huge file also, or you can extract a huge file from any standard table of SAP.
Okay.
See, this is the landscape. We are talking about R3. This is development servers. This is quality server. We have production system here, right? And all the data will be here. So we are talking about BW, and we are talking about R3. So these are the things. See, you can have quality system also. You can have production system also, and you can have development system. So the thing is, the reason for quality system is you need to practice on it. I mean like whatever. Suppose you will not, nobody will be working directly on product, right?
Right.
So like suppose if there is any error or any other programming, what happens is the company will synchronize the system, production to quality, every month, bi-weekly, bi-monthly, like this. So you can have real-time transactions in your quality system. So that makes sense to do some testing and make changes kind of thing. And same thing, you can give screenshots to your end user to help them out in support for it. Or if there is any changes has to be done, you can do it on real time quality system, and you can transport your TRs into production. So I will show you things also, what is TR, how you create it, and who is the one responsible for that, and how to transport it also. We will be seeing that also, as well as we will understand. See, this is, we are talking about R3 non-SAP system flat files, okay, and we were talking about DEX. These are nothing but your tools where you will be using it. So these are the architectures here we are showing, and we have seen the same thing here, okay.
Okay.
So we will be doing from non-SAP, which is a flat file, as I am showing you here as flat file. So this is non-SAP. So in non-SAP there are certain different. No need to worry. I mean, like, see, as a BI consultant, if you go, and there can be a Bloomberg system, there can be a finance system, there can be Hyperion system, there can be iDocs. A lot of things can be there, So you don't have to worry about what are these systems. Everything will be connected. You are not the one who is going to connect it. There is BXI consultant. Now they call it PI consultant. Okay. So they are the ones who will be connecting the system, and the data will be flowing. Why do we need Bloomberg system? Bloomberg system is based in US. We use it for the stock exchange rate in real time. So suppose if I am sitting in Japan, or I am sitting in Germany, I am sitting in China or Singapore or any part of the world. How do I know that, okay, what is the exchange rate going on? Suppose if my company is into, very big business on global outlook, and there will be drastic changes in dollars, right, or gold or anything, and I am into production, or I am into, retail industry. So I need, or maybe I'm into telecommunication kind of things, where I'll be, selling top-up tickets, soft things kind of things, or any mobile phones or other stuff. I'll be buying from a different source or from a different country and selling it to different countries. Possible. So I need to have a Bloomberg system where every day automatically I will be updated the stock, the exchange rate, right? So that system. So these things comes into again into BI reporting, right? What is the exchange rate? What is the sales? What is the US dollars going on? It can be multiple currencies. It can be one currency. So that helps. Automatically it will be updated, but we have the knowledge of non-SAP data source also. From where it is coming to, why it is coming to. So we can just log into the system and we can see what kind of tables, what kind of data they have created. It will be documented, and that document will be given to you. You have to read and understand. That's nothing else. You will not be working anything. Only you have to concentrate on your BIBW. That's it.
Okay.
These are reporting tools like you can have this one, which is I'm telling you about workbook. It is the same look like Excel. This is Excel based analyzer, web or GUI. You can have a format like this one, and you will have WAD. Nowadays we are using WAD, Web Application Designer, or from portal directly. So what happens is you don't need to wait to upload a workbook. Web application means how the transactions. Like you just how easy you can log in into your Google. Google is a portal again, right? It's a public portal. So the thing is, you have a username and ID, right? Password. You just need to log in and you can do yourself, right? That is a public portal. And it will be, in your own company, it will be a private portal. So you just log into your web application designer. That web application designer will be connected to your R3 system or to your BI system. And it's just a drag and drop kind of thing where you will be using, you can design your report.
Okay.
But here we will not be able to show you web application or Vex, because this is only the SAP will give it to only to companies license, whichever company has a license, and you have to run a real time BI to run Vex queries.
Okay.
But I have some screenshots and I have other stuff. I will give you training also.
Okay.
That is nothing but only designing, and it looks like this only. It's company code, attachments, cost centers like this. This is menu bar where you can go look into that.
Okay. This is from the Vex report.
Yes. And what is business content? Advantage of using business content like pre-configured SAP delivered objects allows rapid development, data sources, transfer of structures, ODS. Now we are talking about BA source, queries based on best practices. And a solution to build upon like the baseline for enhancements of functionality and data model. For your standard SAP as well as your enhancements, projects, reports, tables, fields, whatever you have, you can just have this kind of thing on your builder. Any questions?
Okay. No, I think that was it just earlier. And like I said before, I've kind of read through a couple of books, but I really don't have formal training. I just understand the concepts, but I would really like to learn more and get hopefully find a job in the field. I know that's another issue, another.
Well, the training here, how our company will provide you. So yes, as a consultant, as a trainer, I will guide you after the classes are over or in between the classes. I will help you in making a format of your resume, how your CV should look like. It should be impressive. It should be some explanation should be there. So if a consultant or if a consulting company is reading your resume, they should feel that yes, you have an experience in it and you'll be able to perform on it. That your resume explains. I mean, that is how your resume should be in that format. So definitely I will help you in that. And yes, there are multiple jobs in US. And not only US, globally in SAP. I mean, like I was there in US from 2004 to 2009, and the big time of recession was 2006, 7, 8. But I never feel like recession. I was making huge dollars per hour. I mean, like so nothing like that. In SAP there is no recession. There is a job in SAP.
I guess another concern like when I look online, some of the job requirements require like 5 to 8 years, so that's another thing that kind of scares me.
No. See, the thing is, it totally depends on how good you are in explanation, how good you are in your taking reports, how good you are. Suppose now being a 9 years experience, sometimes I reject people who have 5 or 6 years experience also, because after 6 years of experience, they cannot be able to explain few tables. The thing is, they don't know what tables we got. They don't know how to write functional specs. They don't know how to design. They don't know how to map the as-is and to-be process. So these things make very big difference. I mean, like, I will train you in such a way, and I will explain you what exactly you need to do. You just follow that one. Yes. You don't have to be. You don't have to run where everybody is running. So you have to be, something different from others.
Right.
That makes things very difficult. And yes, I will show you some portals also where you can upload your resume, and definitely. And probably I will help you in the mock interview also.
Okay.
What exactly? They can explain you. They can tell you what is the characteristic of input field. So this is a very interview question.
Okay.
And suppose we are talking about tables. We are talking tables. Everybody knows tables. But as a consultant, I will ask you, what is the structure of the table? Then you are zero. Then you will get confused. So you should know the answer.
Right.
Table has a structure like row and column.
Okay.
So you'll be able to explain this one. Now we are talking about input fields. We are talking about multi-directional. How many directions I can dimensions I can ask you, and how many we can use? How many are customizable? Out of 16, 3 only or default? What are those 3 defaults?
Okay.
And why? So these things are very important.
Right.
If I train a kid also how to create info cube, he or she can create. But what is the specific reason of creating? What are the characteristics of info cube? That you should know as a consultant.
Okay.
And why not DSO? Why only info cube? And why do we use and where do we use DSO? Where do we use info cube? That thing you should know. The differences. So then only you can perform. Then only you will be able to explain.
Okay.
How many characters, how many key figures can you use? That kind of question.
Okay.
What is change mode? What is activate mode? What is use change mode? How do you know? So these kind of things are very important.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long is the course?
Well, the course is about in between 50 to 60 hours.
Okay.
And it depends on our class. I mean, like a class can be daily, or it can be 3 times in a week, or we can take Saturday, Sunday we can take 3 hours class, or on the Saturday we can take 3 hours class if you have a holiday. I mean, like so we will cover this one because we should have some ample time to do practice also.
Right.
Suppose if I just show every day 1 hour, 2 hours and finish this class in 15 days, I don't think you'll be able to understand it.
Oh no.
So our main job is to train you and get you into job. So that tomorrow you can remember, yes, whoever teaches you was a good consultant, was a good trainer, and a good company you have approached. See, when you are spending money, you have some expectation in return, and we respect that, and we will make you in a group. So since I have a very big group, I worked in India, I have worked in Africa, I have worked in Kenya, I have worked in Malaysia, USA. So I have very good contacts in my life. So tomorrow, we can have interaction, we can talk, and we can be able to help you out. So these kind of relationship we should have.
Okay. Well, that sounds great. Because that would be ultimately my goal is to keep